Սիրելի բարեկամներ, շարունակում ենք մեր հաղորդումը ձեզ պատմելով հայ-ամերիկյան առողջության կենտրոնի մասին Երևանում։
A very important health center opened its doors to the mothers, women of Armenia in April 1997 with the mission of saving, prolonging, and improving lives of women through the early and accurate detection of breast cancer, which has grown to epidemic proportions and is still the leading cause of cancer deaths among women in Armenia. In response to this crisis, the Armenian American Wellness Center was co-founded as a non-for-profit institution by Vardevanyan and Rita Balian from the U.S. and Hakobyan from Armenia. Until the establishment of the Wellness Center, Armenia did not have preventative health care nor mammography units for annual screenings. The idea of mammography screening for Armenia began with Hillary Clinton when she was the First Lady. She called upon U.S. organizations to take mammography units as well as public education to developing countries. The newly completed 6-story building currently houses 8 departments, which are breast screening and diagnosis, including osteoporosis screening, a gynecology department for cervical cancer and STD screening, family planning, infertility treatment, and menopausal issues, a pathology laboratory for histology and cytology, an internal medicine department for family health care, a urology department and men's health department for prostate cancer screening, a full-time pharmacy, a dental health department, as present research points to a correlation between poor dental hygiene and several inflammatory diseases, including heart health, breast, cervical, and pancreatic cancers and arthritic disorders, and a hematology laboratory for blood testing, which is open after hours for walk-in referrals from neighboring healthcare facilities. Each day, between 100 to 125 patients come to the Wellness Center for quality health care with Western standards and procedures. While the success of the Armenian American Wellness Center depends on a collective effort both by a medical and an administrative staff, a lion's share of the responsibility rests on the shoulders of Rita Balian. Considering the 8-hour time difference between metropolitan Washington, D.C. and Armenia, it would not be an overstatement to say that Rita Balian works 16 hours daily until the early morning hours for her daily communication with the Wellness Center via Skype. The level of her commitment and dedication to the success and growth of the Armenian American Wellness Center cannot be stressed enough. An ultimate close to 3,500 lives of women and mothers have been saved these past 15 years. Rita Balian has been an educator, businesswoman, political and humanitarian activist, fundraiser, promoter of the arts and culture, avid collector of artwork, and a community leader. She is also a spokeswoman for women and children, primarily in the United States and in Armenia.
It has been 15 years that we have concentrated on the Armenian American Wellness Center, which was established in 1997, April 28. How time goes so fast. When we look back, we have accomplished so much. But when we look forward, there is so much more to do. Because the need to provide health care to the women and mothers of Armenia is very, very important. And I'm so happy and proud that during these 15 years, we changed the entire mentality of the Armenian mindset, providing preventive healthcare, which didn't exist in Soviet times. But today, the Armenian women have started thinking about their health. As we all know, mothers are the pillars of their family, of their society, and as well as the nation. As they say, when you educate a man, you educate one person, but if you educate a woman, you educate her entire family, community, her nation, and also mankind. It has been a very, very difficult road to travel. I'm not a medical specialist. I've studied psychology and child care. But as a woman, as a mother, I know the needs. And I'm such a proud Armenian that I want Armenia to exist and exist successfully so that my grandchildren, when they grow up, they would feel as proud being Armenian as I am. And having a motherland, having Anga Hayastan, is very important to them as it is for me. To date, we have in our database 225,000 patients who have come, and annually they are coming to have their breast and cervical screenings. Each time we save, prolong, and improve the life of one woman through early detection of her disease, it is one more victory to all of us, to the 55-member staff that we keep at the Wellness Center, who are all paid very well, so that they can support their families, so that they don't think of leaving Armenia and immigrating elsewhere, because we have to keep Armenia as much populated as possible. It is so important when we are surrounded with countries who have so many in their nations that they can squeeze us easily. But with our talent, intelligence, determination, we can keep our Armenia safe and independent if we keep our people also living there and not migrating out. I'm so happy to say that during this past year in March, we installed the latest technology, Western technology in Armenia, by taking three-dimensional digital mammography, whereby here in the entire United States, very few hospitals have it, because the insurances are not paying for that extra and better screening for women.
Մեծ պարտությամբ աշխատում եմ հայ-ամերիկյան առողջության կենտրոնում եւ այժմ
I work at the Armenian American Wellness Center with great pride. Now that we have a very powerful digital mammogram machine, we are able to diagnose cancer at its early stage, not only to save the lives of women, but also to avoid mastectomy surgery. The only equipment we don't have in comparison with other hospitals in developed countries are MRIs and CAT scans. Having a digital mammogram machine was a dream come true. Many thanks to the Armenian Americans Cultural Association's founder, Rita Balian, the U.S. government, and all the members of the Armenian diaspora whose generosity helped make this center a reality. Thanks to this support, we can stand at par with other developed hospitals.
The Armenian American Wellness Center is equipped with a lot of important, and I would add also strategically important, diagnostic machines. First of all, I would mention the digital mammograms. Plus, we have different ultrasound machines that are equipped with different probes. They have transabdominal, linear, transvaginal, and of course transrectal probe, which is very important for doing the transrectal biopsies of the prostate. Plus, we have a very important machine, which is our DEXA machine for bone densitometry, which helps us a lot in the diagnosis of osteoporosis. It is very important for Armenia, and thanks to our generous co-founder, Mrs. Rita Balian, and the Armenian American Cultural Association, we have acquired a lot of things. Armenian American Wellness Center has always been on the top level in our country and for our region also. The digital mammograms are the only digital mammograms that we have in this region.
In gynecology department, we do observation, research, and examination all gynecological patients. Here we do consultation, pap smear, vaginal smear examination, ultrasound. We have many patients from 2001 till now who have infertility. Our center was first who started to do prevention of cervical precancerous disease. Every year, every day, every hours, we should improve our knowledge, our skills, and our equipment for good services to our patients. We think for future to have an equipment for intrauterine inseminations, which will increase the number of patients who pass all necessary examinations here. And now we have more than 200 miracle babies. I would like to say thank you to all our sponsors from US, and thank you to Armenian American Cultural Association.
Urologիական ծառայություն հայ-ամերիկյան առողջության կենտրոնում սկիզբ է արել
The Urology department was established here for the purpose of diagnosing men with the most widespread form of cancer, prostate cancer, as well as reproductive and other urology problems. For us, the most important thing is to be able to diagnose the cancer in its early stage, which is possible to cure, and I'm happy to be able to work as a doctor in this diagnostic center. This hospital has the most advanced medical equipment, particularly transrectal ultrasound and biopsy for the prostate gland. Of course, we need more urology instruments, but everything we have in this hospital now is up to the world standard. We are very thankful to Armenian American Cultural Association.
I would like to thank everyone, all the donors, both here in Armenia and all the corporations, and as well as the US government and the Armenian government who have helped us to come so far. I'm so grateful to all of them. We couldn't have done it alone. And at the same time, I'm so grateful to such companies like the Spirit of Life Foundation that gave me in 2003 this award, along with two major scientists in this country who are known for their clinical care in cancer or research, and they recognize the work that we do for cancer in Armenia. And along with them, I was giving this Spirit of Life Foundation Award. This is a statue which was made by the same artist that built the Statue of Liberty in New York. I'm very grateful also to US government that in 2003 again, they recognized the work that we do, and they awarded me the first Outstanding US Citizen Achievement Award in their Ronald Reagan building in front of congressmen, senators, and a public that had come throughout United States. I'm also grateful to the Armenian government, to the president, that recognized the importance of this work, and in 2011, September, they gave the Mekhitar Heratsu award again. In receiving that award, I was receiving it on behalf of the women and mothers of Armenia. I'm grateful that they are recognizing that the health of women and mothers is so important in Armenia. I would like also mostly to share this award with my mother, God bless her soul, who lived 97 years short of 6 months, and who was orphaned at age 6 and grew up by British missionaries who found her in the deserts of Deir Zor and brought her and many other girl orphans to Beirut, Lebanon, and established that orphanage, which today is the Hakobyan College. And they sent her to the American University of Beirut. She was so smart, so hardworking, so self-confident that she became a registered nurse. And as we were growing up, she always told us that your life will not be worthwhile if you don't try to make a difference in this world. And she especially told me that you, my daughter, you have to share your time, talents, and resources with people who are less fortunate than you. And she said, you will not be worthy to be called my daughter if you don't make that difference in this world. Thank you, Mama. Of course, this award goes to my dearest Vardges, my husband. God bless his soul, who is watching us now from heaven, because it was his vision that we made it to be realized, putting that dilapidated building, which was donated to us by the Armenian government, to become a state-of-the-art 6-story building, which was reconstructed, expanded, renovated, and seismically reinforced. Today, that building is a bastion of his determination, of his profession as an architect and builder and an engineer, and of his nature, who was a philanthropist and a humanist. And I know that he believed in the project, and I know how much now he is encouraging me to continue this blessed and noble work. And at the same time, I would like to share this also with my very good friend, my younger sister, Hakobyan, who from day one understood our mission, and she did utmost, removing all the difficulties that existed in 1997 when we were establishing the project. And ever since, she has been like an archangel, protecting the project. That's why we can go and rise as much as we want. I would like to thank all the staff of the center who are working so diligently and providing quality health care to the women of Armenia. I would like to thank especially our executive director, Khachanush, who has devoted herself to that center. And I would like to thank also our 15-member advisory board from US and now international, because many people from Europe are joining us also, who gave the right advice to us. Otherwise, we couldn't have done all the achievement, medical especially, achievements that we have to date, bringing all the latest technology to Armenia and training our doctors throughout the 64 exchanges that we organized for all those doctors from major university hospitals throughout USA to go to Armenia or bring the doctors over here to their institutions to train them more and to provide all their knowledge. In one word, I am grateful to all who are responding to our plea, because we cannot do it alone. I'm happy that together we are creating a healthier nation, Armenia.